Cameraman, zoom! Tonight, 72-man battle royal. My man, the Roughneck, going to the top. Three-way dance. You don't even need it for the title because Jay Ryan is already a champion. Tell him, champ.
I don't care how many men are in that battle royal. If there's a shot at a title at the end of the line, you better believe I'm going to win it. Because I got me a big old fat wife and 9 kids, and I gotta feed every damn one of them. And Joey Eastman loves to see nothing more than gold around my waist.
Cameraman, zoom!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mercury 1 Wrestling. At this time, our opening contest is an over-the-top rope battle royal. You must be eliminated when you go over the top rope and both feet hit the floor. The winner of the over-the-top rope battle royal will go on in the main event later tonight to face Justin Dredd and Shane Hills to become the new Mercury 1 Wrestling Champion. Around ringside are Mercury 1 officials, senior official Jason Doreen and referee James Kennedy. About to come down the aisle, the participants from the Dude Ranch, Darren Corbin. From Sacramento, California, Jay Cash. From Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Skull Crusher. From his mom's basement, Jerry Styles. From Boger, Texas, Roughneck, Jay Ryan. From Dublin, Ireland, through Franklin, Wisconsin, Mickey McCoy. From the Windy City in Chicago, Illinois, Brandon Tomaselli. From St. Paul, Minnesota, Ryan Cruz. The Master of Anarchy, the Anarchist, Eric Cannon. From Kenosha, Wisconsin, Troy Walters. From San Diego, California, Kid Crazy. Also in the Battle Royal, from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, Brandon Hayes. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2 final participants from the island of Comoros off the shores of Africa. They are the leader of Adi Agbo's army, Adi Agbo, and the Secretary of Defense from the island of Comoros, Rough Rider Rashan.
The date is January 26, 2007.
We are all the way live and loving it at the watering hole for Mercury One Wrestling. Matt Byron of Angelo Stefano. Angelo, this is full circle, and we've got a packed house ready to see our opening contest to determine the third member of our three-way dance main event to fill the vacant Mercury One Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Shane Hills is in it, Justin Dredd is in it, and one of these competitors, it could even be Rough Rider Rashawn or His Royal Highness Adiagbo. They could be part of that third contestant.
Well, there's nothing I like more than seeing a bunch of guys get in the ring and kick the hell out of each other to start a show off. The more people in pain, the happier I am. There's just something about carnage that gets me off, and I love it.
Then don't sit too close to me if you're getting that far off, because there's going to be a lot of it in this battle royal. Fists are going to fly, bodies are going to fly. It's mayhem, it's pandemonium. You can see it breaking out right now. You can't call action like this because it's that off the hook.
Oh, absolutely. Look at all the bodies in there, Byron. I mean, there's a couple guys I have favorite to win this, but I just don't know. I just can't make a call at this time.
I'll tell you what, we've got super heavyweights in there. We've got technical superstars. We've even got cruiserweights. They've got one thing in common. They are all hungry. They're all looking for that main event slot. They're all looking for that championship opportunity. Ego Fantastico, our last champion. You know what? I just noticed. Adiagbo and Rough Rider, they haven't even gotten into Battle Royal yet.
Well, maybe they're just taking their time. I mean, no need to rush. Just scout things out for a while, see how things are going, and then pick your spot. It's a great strategy. I love it.
Jason DeReed is laying the bad mouth on the Kingdom of Comoros right now. Meanwhile, the action inside the ring, you've got the big man, the Skull Crusher, laying waste to Brandon Hayes and young Jerry Styles. You've got another big guy in there, Roughneck Jay Ryan going at it. Jay Cash, about 6'3", 6'4". Now he's laying the hurt on Styles.
Yeah, you look at Skull Crusher, and he's just kind of in command of the ring right now. He's just doing what he wants. No one's even putting up a fight against him. I mean, the man is that damn good.
And Jerry Styles is the first casualty of the Battle Royal, taking an early shower tonight. His debut in Mercury One not as planned.
Well, that's just too bad, but, you know, he probably wouldn't have had a realistic chance in that three-way dance for the title anyway, so that's good. Get him out of here.
And I'm still looking over. Look at that. They're wailing on Jerry Styles, Rough Rider Rashawn and Adiagbo. They haven't even ventured inside the ring, but they're laying their hurt on the kid. That's pretty gutless, wouldn't you agree?
No, not at all. They're just making sure he's really eliminated, that he has no thoughts of getting back in the ring. I think it's a great strategy. I love it.
He's not pulling the Special Joe tonight, fortunately. But look at this. Brandon Hayes, fist and fire on top of Eric Cannon. Big left hand.
Oh yeah, everyone's just kind of picking their spots right now, kind of square off one-on-one, stay out of trouble. When you get ganged up on in a Battle Royal, that's when you're in the most danger of getting thrown out.
Adiagbo and the Rough Rider are still stalking around ringside, looking for an opportunity to take a cheap shot. Finally, His Royal Highness ventured inside the ring, puts it down on Jay Cash.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Adiagbo win this thing, to tell you the truth. He's one of the bigger men in this. It's going to be hard to get him over the top rope.
He's got plenty of experience right here in the watering hole under his former moniker, Pimp Daddy Rob Norwood, but apparently he's discovered some Afrocentric roots, Angelo.
Well, he went back, he discovered his roots, and he found out his royalty. That's great. I'm happy for him.
Newcomer Brandon Tomaselli, we'll be seeing him later on tonight against Darren Corbin, but he takes an early exit. There goes his Royal Highness.
Well, I didn't really pick him to win it. I just said he might.
Adiagbo takes an early exit. That's a shock.
That's got to be an upset this early.
Look out for Rough Rider. He goes out too.
Boy, this country just doesn't like foreigners at all, do they?
Adiagbo taking the early exit. The Kingdom of Comoros not being well represented here in the watering hole. Meanwhile, we've still got, what, 8, 9 guys inside that ring, including the big man, the Skull Crusher.
Oh, there goes one. Oh,
no, he doesn't. Jay Cash sneaks in underneath the bottom rope. Kid Crazy right in front of us, a touted high flyer, getting worked on by Brandon Hayes. I'll tell you what, Angelo, we've got a cruiserweight in there. There goes Hayes.
Brandon Hayes has been eliminated.
And Jay Cash isn't paying attention. He's going to get caught.
Corbin caught him from behind. Kid Crazy might be working on him too. Kid Crazy's working on both.
Oh, he might get both of them over here. What an opportunity.
Is he going?
Oh, Jay Cash.
Crazy goes. They both go.
Kid Crazy and Darren Corbin have been eliminated.
Boy, Jay Jay Cash hung on for his life and actually got a doubleheader there. I'm really impressed with his effort so far.
I'll tell you what, we've got a cruiserweight in that three-way dance. We've got a big man, Shane Hillbilly Hills. And right now, Angelo, 5 guys left in the Royal. Who do you think's going to match up? Who do you think's going to be in the main event?
You know, Skull Crusher's such a big, bad man, but Jay Cash has been so impressive so far. And then you got the Anarchist. I don't know if I can pick one.
Oh, my God!
Good Lord! Go have a can of
Ryan
soup.
Cruz's jawbone is laying on top of the men's bathroom right now.
Yeah, he's
Good
been
night.
eating Campbell's soup for about a month.
Ryan Cruz has been eliminated.
We're down to 3 rather quickly. Jay Cash is out too.
Oh, come on.
You know, I shouldn't even ask you to make a prediction anyway. We all know you're god-awful at that.
Oh, stop it. I'd be right, you're just jealous. Fine, I'll make a prediction. I'm picking Cannon. He'll win this thing.
You want to make a bet?
Unless Skull Crusher does, or the Texan.
Never mind.
Or maybe even Cash, you never know.
Cash was eliminated as far as I knew. Apparently our ring announcer got a little misinformation. Jay Cash apparently not getting a chance to redeem himself. Everybody's ganging up on him. He's hung out to dry on those ring ropes.
Oh,
look out for the Texan. He creates an Oklahoma train wreck right there.
Texans love fights like this. This is every Friday and Saturday in the bar for these guys.
This is the first time we've seen this big man inside a Mercury One ring. He is impressive. One more time.
Man, oh man, why isn't Skull Crusher kicking in the NFL?
If he can't take home the belt tonight, he's going to take home heads. That's 2 so far.
Oh, there's a stop to, well, a different part of the body, let's put it that way.
It's going to look like one of the scenes from Saw 3 in there. Skull Crusher keeps putting that big foot up. Time for chop.
Oh, my.
4 men left inside that ring. The huge Skull Crusher, former Mercury One Heavyweight Champion, newcomer, roughneck Jay Ryan, the big man Jay Cash, and the Anarchist, crowd favorite Eric Cannon.
Oh, he's got the Texan rocking.
There goes Jay Cash.
Jay Cash is finally out of here. And look at Skull Crusher. He sees an opportunity. Here he comes.
And he lays the lumber across the back of Eric Cannon, the Anarchist.
But he didn't wait until Cannon had the Texan eliminated, Byron. That could be a huge mistake.
Skull Crusher has never been at a lack for confidence. He's never been at a lack for ego. He probably thinks it doesn't matter. He can take care of them both himself, and maybe, just maybe, he's right.
Double team effort here, Byron.
Right across the chop to the roughneck. Skull Crusher, some misdirection on that forearm shot there. Right hand from Anarchist Eric Cannon, another one.
Well, this is just the opening Cannon was looking for. He's got to go to work now.
Eric Cannon, not known for pugilistic ability, but he's going to town, and there goes Jay Ryan.
Well, it's down to 2, Byron. Here we go.
Fortuitous timing from Eric Cannon caught Jay Ryan charging in, and it's one-on-one right now. The only man standing inside that ring, the only man with his feet on the ground inside the squared circle is going on to the main event, going on to the 3-way dance.
But can he get Skull Crusher off his feet or over the top rope? I don't know.
Look out for Cannon.
Uh-oh.
Skull Crusher, tremendous ring presence. Out goes Eric Cannon, the big man, victorious.
Skull Crusher set him up, Byron. He was playing possum against the ropes, and he set him up. What a great plan.
And we've got an unstoppable force in our main event. It's a 3-way dance right now. Skull Crusher makes the most of his last chance opportunity. He's in the main event along with Shane Hills and #1 contender Justin Dredd.
Skull Crusher, Justin Dredd, and Shane Hills in a 3-way dance for the Mercury One Championship.
Well, he's going to have to be the favorite heading into that, seeing how he's already a former champion, and all this momentum he gained in this Battle Royal is going to carry right over into that huge main event.
Skull Crusher originally scheduled to take on Jay Ryan tonight. Kid Crazy gets the wild card spot. We'll see Kid Crazy taking on the Roughneck later on, but Skull Crusher's not worried about that right now. He's got main event status, and apparently he's part of a recycling effort at this point. He's getting rid of some paper around ringside.
Well, it's good that he cares about the environment as much as he does winning titles.
This is a loud, exciting crowd. Mercury One Wrestling full circle in full effect. We've got more action coming up.
M1W, Darren Corbin is back. And tonight, I am facing Brandon Tomaselli. I don't even know who this guy is. Can someone please tell me who this guy is? I've looked everywhere. I've been asking fans. I've been asking people who've been buying my t-shirts. What you should do, you should pick them up at the concession stand. That's where they are. So you pick up my shirt. I go to you. I'm like, who's Brandon Tomaselli? Well, no one has any idea. I don't know who this guy is. He must be some jabroni. So tonight, I'm going to beat him just like I've beat everyone else here, and I'm going to continue my undefeated streak, and I will be the next Mercury One Wrestling champion.
I was wondering where the hell my mic went. Back to ringside for more action.
At this time, we will go to our next contest. Your referee is Mercury One senior official Jason Doreen. About to come down the aisle, weighing in at 191 pounds, from the Dude Ranch, Darren Corbin.
You love this kid.
Oh, this guy's great, Byron.
Wait a minute, last time in Rockwood, you couldn't stand looking at this kid, you couldn't stand his outfit, you couldn't stand his dance moves. What changed your mind?
Oh, really? I couldn't?
No, you hated him.
Oh, okay, well, I don't like him then. What a dork.
I'll tell you what, he looks like the love child of a hookup between you and Kathy Griffin.
What? No, I would never date Kathy Griffin. She's stupid and ugly.
I'm sure the feeling's mutual. Darren Corbin with his illustrious belt there.
Well, it's a very flashy outfit, to say the least. Maybe he's just trying to get the attention of these people.
Oh, Boogie Down Productions, Darren Corbin shaking what Mama gave him.
Or he's just trying to get a date, I don't know.
The Spirit Squad is gone and done with, dude. Shaking his ass, shaking his rump, and giving me a sick feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Maybe he's a Chippendale in disguise.
Somehow guessing not. Not that I would know anything about that. But I'm guessing he caters to a different clientele.
Express yourself, young man, express yourself.
Darren Corbin continuing to make a name for himself and the wrestling end of things all across the Midwest, as is his opponent.
Weighing in tonight at 228 pounds, from the south side of Chicago, Illinois, making his Mercury One debut, Brandon Tomaselli.
Angelo, this kid comes highly touted, highly recommended, part of a famous wrestling family across the Midwest, part of the Iron Saints Wrestling School. He's been in IWA Mid-South. He's even had a shot in TNA. Brandon Tomaselli looking to impress on his debut match here in Mercury One Wrestling.
Well, he wouldn't be here if he was some ordinary ham and egger, Byron. But look, he's got a mohawk, and I wonder if Eric Cannon is aware of that. Now we have two guys with mohawks here in Mercury One.
Maybe they're fighting for the rights, I don't know. Did they sign off with Road Warrior Animal?
Maybe a mohawk's the new cool phase. The 80s are coming back.
You should get one.
No, that's okay.
You've been trying to be cool for the longest time.
I am cool, Byron, you're just jealous.
Brandon Tomaselli making his debut here in the watering hole, making his debut in Green Bay. I've been checking this kid out for a couple of years now. He has what it takes to be a player in the wrestling business.
Ladies and gentlemen, Darren Corbin has asked that you not refer to him as the Rainbow Warrior.
We'll try our best.
I didn't know he was related to Jeff Gordon. That's amazing.
Who?
Jeff Gordon, the guy that turns left all the time.
That's our cameraman, dude. See the steering wheel?
The Rainbow Warrior, Jeff Gordon, the NASCAR racer. Him and Corbin are related, I guess.
I'll tell you what, that had the opposite effect. This crowd at the watering hole is all over Darren Corbin. Rainbow Warrior, I heard a few ginger kid chants.
Darren Corbin is very serious and wishes again that you please do not call him the Rainbow Warrior.
Well, that's not very considerate of these people, I'll tell you that much.
This kid's gonna go home needing a shrink.
too.
This kid's gonna have to go see a counselor if he continues to incite this crowd here at the watering hole.
He needs to go see Dr. Melfi, I think.
Dr. Melfi doesn't do much good for anyone these days.
No, not really.
No, I'm waiting for April just like you. This crowd will not get off of Darren Corbin's back. and Brandon Tomaselli not doing anything to quell the tide of loathing that's coming from the watering hole right now. But hopefully the talking's over and we can get to some wrestling one-on-one contest right now.
Oh yeah, this crowd's really into Darren Corbin and getting on his case. They're going to get under his skin, and I bet you this might affect his performance, to say the least.
If he's got the rabbit ears going, he's not going to be very effective inside that ring. He doesn't need to pull a Darryl Strawberry. You remember that Simpsons episode?
Well, I don't think there's any crack in the ring, Byron.
And let's hope it stays that way, Angelo. Brandon Tomaselli is ready to wrestle. Darren Corbin, not so sure of that.
Oh, Corbin's getting himself psyched up. Here we go, Byron. They're going to hook up.
He's got the eye of the tiger. Brandon Tomaselli waiting for him. Lock up in the center of the ring. One-on-one contest. Quick advantage, go behind from Corbin. Tomaselli fighting his way out of that one successfully. Grabs that left arm, straight arm bar, standing arm bar from Tomaselli.
Well, Corbin still looks a little distracted, but here he goes. Hey, nice headlock, kid.
Steps over it, grabs that side headlock. Good fundamental wrestling from both these men early on. Rolls him up, quick one, count of two.
Whoa, that was almost pretty quick. Corbin had to get out of that before he got trapped, and now he's in another bad predicament, and he looks distracted, like I said before.
Got him on that mat, got the leverage on that arm bar. Darren Corbin looking for an escape, looking for a counter right now. Finally gets the arm wringer. This is great fundamental wrestling you'll see only here on Mercury One Wrestling.
Well, yeah, Corbin's, he's actually a decent wrestler if he quits getting involved in what the people think of him. He has skills, he has tools, he just needs to get his head on straight.
But I'll tell you what, Tomaselli is countering him move for move. No matter what trickery Darren Corbin tries, he couldn't get that kip up right there.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he's floundering around.
Like a fish out of water.
Like a turtle without a shell.
Like a fat man that just saw the buffet is empty.
You've been here 4 hours. Elbow drop. Finally, Tomaselli putting Corbin out of his misery, so to speak. Drop the leg on top of that left arm, continuing to work the left arm with Darren Corbin. Brandon Tomaselli keeping it fundamental, keeping it old school.
Oh, and he had a little piece of the mohawk there trying to get out of this. But you got to do what you got to do. I don't think it's, a bad thing to grab the hair once in a while.
You would condone pulling a person's hair?
I condone doing a lot of things to stupid people.
What are you, a third grade girl?
No. Idiot. Stupid head.
I stand corrected. Tomaselli continuing to work on the left arm. Backs Corbin in the corner. He wants to break. Actually into the rope he gets him. Jason Doreen calling for the break. Tomaselli obliges. He better keep his eye out on the kid. Haymaker, nobody home. Tomaselli answers in kind. Short forearms. Shoots him in. Irish whip. What we got going on here? Miss on the clothesline. Nice leg lariat.
Oh, he's tasted a little bit of leather on that one, Byron.
Scooped them up and a slam. Tomaselli getting momentum there. Drops that short elbow.
Yeah, Corbin's not looking too impressive right away. I don't know if the crowd's still in his head or if he just doesn't have his A game tonight. I don't know.
Corbin may be traumatized. He might have had some terrible grade school playground flashbacks with that one.
God only knows what happened to him in his childhood, I'll tell you that.
I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot pole or even a 10-foot U. Vertical suplex, nicely executed. Count of two, didn't hook the leg.
Well, that's a fundamental rookie mistake. You've got to hook the leg every time. You're just asking for the guy to kick out if you don't.
Actually, I don't think Tomaselli was ready to end the match. I think he's still in the process of feeling out Darren Corbin.
Well, he's still got to hook the leg, Byron. I mean, that's just sloppy.
Nonetheless, he continues to offensive flurry. Look out, here comes the big splash. Nobody home. His chin went in a turnbuckle. Corbin charges across, bounces off the rope, lariat, and now a sudden advantage for Darren Corbin, and he better stay on Brandon Tomaselli because he hasn't been looking too good on the defense. And there is a variation of a camel clutch. Didn't get it quite hooked, though.
Yeah, you know what they say about redheads. They got hot, fiery tempers, and he looks really fired up right here. Either that or he just hates the guy's mohawk and he's trying to rip it out of his head.
I don't think Darren Corbin's in any position to give anyone else fashion dictation, if you know what I'm saying.
Maybe this guy was Mr. T stand-in for the A-team, who knows?
Somehow I'm thinking that one's not true too, Angelo. Nice neck breaker from Corbin. Corbin vicious when he gets the offense. He was raking the eyes in that camel clutch not too long ago. Now Corbin with a standing neck breaker, but he's taking too much time retorting to the fans here in the watering hole.
Oh, he's distracted again. That's been his downfall this entire match. It's like he has attention deficit disorder.
You think? You think the kid needs some Ritalin?
I think he needs a lot of things.
The more medication, the better. Rake of the eyes gets him out of that predicament. Short forearm in return. Short, solid forearm from Tomaselli. Now they're training him dead center in the middle of the ring. That's where he ends. Irish whip. Tomaselli, nobody home on the Polish hammer, it looked like. Left arm clothesline, left arm lariat from Corbin continues to send him down.
Oh, now he's just blatantly choking him. I love it. He's a little frustrated, and now he's going to take some liberties with the rule book. That's great.
You know what? The more I watch this kid, the more I notice the similarities to you. I'm pretty sure you hooked up, dude.
I don't have red hair. I don't know what you're talking about.
As improbable as it may seem, I see a little Angelo Stefano in this kid.
No, not really. I wouldn't wear stuff like tights like that, that's for sure.
I shouldn't be looking that hard either. Although you wore some finery in your day, Angelo.
Well, thank you very much.
Darren Corbin, apparently he didn't note the sarcasm. Darren Corbin cut off momentarily by Tomaselli before getting the advantage again. Short shots to the midsection from Tomaselli, but there a blatant rake of the eyes, jawbreaker, sends Brandon Tomaselli down. Corbin needs to take advantage, and hopefully he's doing that right now.
Oh, looks like he's going to try to set him up for something big.
Oh.
Well, no, he's just going to stop
right
on his
to the gut, and he sent Doreen his eyes elsewhere.
Well, I didn't want to get caught breaking the rules, Byron. That's a pretty smart plan.
Speaking of attention deficit disorder, what is Doreen doing? He's looking at everything but the wrestling, for Christ's sake.
Well, there's a couple cute girls in the crowd. He's probably distracted.
He should have a drink. It'll relax him.
Oh, probably.
I'll tell you what. Jason Doreen notwithstanding, Darren Corbin very impressive on the offense here, but Tomaselli showing all heart firing back.
Well, I don't know. This one's getting pretty close.
They're trading those solid forearms once again, right along the jawline. Tomaselli for series right now, stiffing the young man. Shoots him in, no reversal from Corbin. Sleeper hold.
Oh, put him down, Corbin. That's it. Put him down.
Gonna take some of the fire out of Brandon Tomaselli, but Tomaselli's momentum deposits Darren Corbin. He's on the outside. He's in the sand here at the watering hole. And as we found out through the years, Angelo, that's not the place you want to be.
Yeah, but I tell you what, he can probably take a break right now, collect his thoughts, take a breather, rethink his strategy. I would just take my time if I was him out there. You have till a 10 count, you know, just get a hold of yourself. That's what I would do.
And Jason Doreen laying in that count as we speak. Corbin fighting his way to the feet. In the meantime, Brandon Tomaselli getting his wits about him. He's getting back into this contest. I don't think that sleeper hole had a ton of effect on him, but he's been beat on for the better part of 5 minutes. He's ready to go once again. Darren Corbin full of piss and vinegar. Look at that short rolling elbow.
Yeah, now he's full of elbows.
Corkscrew type of elbow right there. Tomaselli not following up, but he's stunned Darren Corbin. Was setting him up for that forearm.
Yeah, Corbin's light on his feet right now, to say the least.
Takes him up. Oh! Didn't quite get him horizontal for that gut buster. Follows up quickly, though, that running knee to the side of the head. Standing shooting star. Beautiful maneuver.
Wow, that was impressive, Byron.
Is that it? No. Doreen hit 3. Is that all?
Was that 3? That was about as close as you can get to a 3 count.
2 and 15/16. Nothing doing once again. Quickly following up Brandon Tomaselli. That's actually a smart move, but Corbin digging deep in the reserves. Got a little something left on the gas tank, but we got something big, high-impact maneuver.
Oh, he's going to try to break the kid's neck. Look at this.
Went for the pound. I doubt he's trying to break the kid's neck. He's a competitor, not a sadist. Look at that. Roll of the dice. Rolling neck breaker. Darren Corbin.
That could do it.
Caught him unawares, only a count of 2, though.
And this one's becoming a back-and-forth contest, Byron. I really don't know which way this one's going to swing, to tell you the truth.
We've got 2 superb athletes inside that ring right now, Angelo. 2 young lions in the ring at Mercury One Wrestling. This is full circle. We're glad to have you along on DVD. Glad you made it out here, and if you bought the DVD, you know what you're missing. Darren Corbin is dancing, and that's not advisable.
Oh, that's a costly mistake.
Darren Corbin compensated.
Uh-oh.
Up he goes now. Look out. Oh!
Oh,
combination powerbomb and a lung blower. Maximum impact finisher.
That's it.
That was it.
Darren Corbin, thanks for playing.
Winner of the contest.
I don't know if he kicked out or not. Darren Corbin might have been convulsing. We need to see that finisher once again, dude.
Oh, we have to see a replay. That was just unbelievable. Corbin made a major mistake going to the ropes. Nobody home. Then he gets caught in that devastating maneuver.
Picks him up, combination power bomb with a lung blower. The knees right to the small of the back. All the wind forced from the body of Darren Corbin. Brandon Tomaselli makes his debut in Mercury One Wrestling and makes an impact first and foremost. We'll be seeing more of both these kids in the near future.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mercury One Wrestling will be in Forest Junction in just 2 weeks on Saturday, February 10th at the Outer Limits Youth Outreach Center.
At this time, we would like to introduce to the ring the referee for the next contest, James Kennedy. About to come down the aisle, the manager of the Chicago Skyline, Joey Eastman.
Angelo, I thought we were rid of this guy.
No, we're not, Byron. He's got a lot of money. He can hang around as much as he wants, as far as I'm concerned.
The human perineum, Joey Eastman, manager of the Chicago Skyline. The Chicago Skyline has gone to greater things, but what is Joey Eastman doing in the watering hole?
He can do whatever he wants. He's rich. He's a self-made millionaire.
If he's rich, why does he wear that?
Because that's in style for rich.
Dude.
You know how much a coat like that costs?
About $350 at St. Vinny's.
No, like $5,000.
$5,000? Where do you shop?
Oh, I know all the fashion trends.
I can tell. You've sweat up fine clothes all across the United States and Europe.
Oh, you're just jealous of my extensive wardrobe, Byron.
That's the same shirt you bought every time we talk.
He's going to say something, Byron.
He's
Listen.
still my heart.
Maybe he's going to give me some money.
I've heard that like 10 times tonight.
You see, tonight is a glorious occasion because there's a big star in the house tonight.
Stand up,
a huge star, a man whose name is known long before he walks into a building. And that man is me, Joey Eastman.
Well, it's close enough to me.
The watering hole has not the least bit impressed with Joey Eastman.
Now tonight on this glorious occasion, I walked into the building nice and early because I wanted to give a nice surprise. I wanted to give someone here some drinking money. So underneath one lucky fan seat tonight, there is a $100 bill.
Really?
So go ahead and start looking under your seats because I promise you there's money under there, I guarantee it.
Byron, hold on a second.
That's right, keep looking. It could be anywhere. It could be in the back row.
Find it?
Could be anywhere.
Not under mine.
You are all the biggest bunch
looking.
of idiots I have ever seen in my life. What makes you think
Oh, ho, ho, he
like
pulled the old
me
switcheroo.
would give money to a bunch of losers like you?
He's just trying to teach him a lesson.
I mean, after all, only losers would cheer for the Green Bay Packers while they're at home, while the soon-to-be champion
1978
Chicago Bears.
All the cheap heat standards coming out tonight, and this crowd here in Green Bay not appreciative of the mention of the Chicago Bears, be they in the Super Bowl or not.
All these people are just jealous because the Packers aren't in the playoffs.
Everyone knows that.
Neither are the Chargers, as I recall.
That's low, Byron. That's really low.
That's the point.
By World Wrestling Entertainment. So I'm kind of a man without a country now. So I had to go back to Chicago and I was looking. I didn't see anything down there. So I went bigger. I went to Cut and Shoot, Texas to find a man who has to feed his wife Martha, who has to feed his 9 children. I needed a roughneck, I needed Roughneck Jay Ryan.
Whoa, this guy was impressive in the Royal, Byron.
He made an impact in the Battle Royal. I saw this guy wandering around earlier on tonight. Roughneck Jay Ryan, a throwback, an old school standard from Cut and Shoot, Texas.
Somewhere in Texas. And I guarantee you, he is a throwback. You're not going to see a whole lot of moonsaults out of this guy. You're just going to see a lot of fists flying, boots flying, tobacco flying, bodies flying. A lot of things flying.
That is one wired, ornery individual with a mouthful of red man, Roughneck Jay Ryan, showing and mouthing off the fans here outside the watering hole. I'll tell you what, dude, he's a throwback. Days of the Texas Outlaws, days of the Blackjacks, this crazy cowboy. I think he mixed in a little Red Bull with his red man.
Well, you know he can't beat his children. That's not legal. He's got 9 of them, just like Eastman said. So he's going to come up here and take out his frustrations on somebody. I'm glad it's not me.
And that somebody is also making his debut here tonight for Mercury One Wrestling. What's the deal with the black glove?
And his opponent.
Maybe he has an injured hand.
From San Diego, California, he is the crazy one, Kid Crazy.
We have been hearing about this kid for months on end. This is a high flyer extraordinaire. He's been tearing up the scene in Minnesota. We've seen him all across the Midwest. He is making his headway. He is going places. And he is a crowd favorite immediately here at the watering hole. Anyone facing Joey Eastman and his cowboy would be at this point, but Kid Crazy endearing himself early on. I think these people are in for a treat. We're all in for a treat, Angelo, watching this kid go to work.
Well, you're going to see a total clash in styles right here. You got a high flyer against a brawler, and I don't really know where this one's going to go, but it's going to be interesting to say the least.
Whoa. Unique ring entrance, Jay Ryan wasting no time, getting the advantage. Jimmy Kennedy calling for the bell. And the brawler against the high flyer, the ornery heavyweight against the explosive cruiserweight. We've got a hell of a one-on-one battle. We've got a hell of a clash of styles right here.
Yeah, he doesn't get paid by the minute, you know. The faster he wins this match, the faster he can take some money home to his 9 kids.
And he is just laying the hammer down on his smaller opponent, Kid Crazy. He's got about a 25, 30-pound weight advantage. Joey Eastman is gesticulating madly outside the ring. They're chanting Brokeback Mountain at the cowboy.
Oh, that's just terrible.
Oh! He's beautiful enziguri.
He's got 9 kids, not 9 boyfriends. What's wrong with these people?
That might be Joey Eastman you're talking about.
Oh, no, not at all. Eastman's a ladies' man.
I've yet to see him with a chick, but that's beside the point. Right hands, overhead right hands by Kid Crazy, trying to get the advantage on the cowboy. The Roughneck Jay Ryan shoots him into the buckle, charging in. Oh! Meet the big boot. Here comes the Roughneck. Elbow smash, charging elbow smash right on the top of the head. Continuing to lay in the elbows. This guy, I'll tell you what, Kid Crazy's a fast wrestler. Kid Crazy's a high flyer, but don't discount the energy of the Roughneck Jay Ryan. Almost getting a count of 3 there.
Oh, well, there's a saying, an old saying, Byron, and that's that a good big man will beat a good little man any day of the week, and I think that's going to prophesize itself and come true here. I really like the look of this big, rough, ready Texan.
What was that word you used? Prophesized?
Prophesized, like that guy with the beard in France in the 1500s.
I thought that's one of those things you have on your nightstand when you bring a girl home.
No, that's TV dinner.
Okay. Thank you for the clarification. Kid Crazy going back to work. Beautiful drop kick. I'll tell you what, this kid has not disappointed just yet. Jay Ryan's on the outside, and he better look out. Look at his eyes. The Kid Crazy up and over.
Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable elevation. And the crowd is on fire after that high-risk maneuver.
Loves it, and we need to say that again.
Absolutely, we need to see that again.
Jay Ryan, the Roughneck, deposited to the outside. And Kid Crazy flies over. He didn't even touch that top rope.
No, like I said, great elevation. Unbelievable.
Time for chops.
Great athleticism here. This is a great style and contrast. I'm grateful to see this match. This is unbelievable.
Eastman tried to get him a shot. That was just enough to distract Kid Crazy and the Roughneck Jay Ryan, showing great resilience, going back to work. Overhead right hands, a headbutt, sending Kid Crazy back down to the floor. Throws those huge forearms to the back, the upper part of the back, the trapezius muscles of Kid Crazy, shoots him in.
Hey, they better be careful, Byron. They can both get counted out here.
That very easily could happen. Jimmy Kennedy laying the count in right now. Joey Eastman there to stay far away. Joey Eastman is distracting Kennedy right now. He's not laying that count in. In the meantime, the roughneck is laying the shots on the outside. Crazy trying to fight back and not having much effect.
Well, I'm glad Eastman's out there. I want to see more of this match. I don't want them to get counted out.
So far, these two have provided us with non-stop action. Short knee to the side of the head. That's just vicious.
If you knock a man out, he's not going to be able to fight for much longer, Byron. That's a good strategy.
Short, simple knee strikes to the side of the head of Kid Crazy. The kid will be lucky if he doesn't end up with a concussion of some sort. And Jay Ryan doing nothing to exacerbate that. Shooting the back of his head into the... This guy is vicious.
You know, some wrestlers pick a body part like an arm or a leg or the back to work on. This big Texan just going to knock him in the head till he conks out.
I'll tell you what, I'd sooner perform some sort of pancreatic surgery on myself than compliment Joey Eastman as he gets his cheap shots in, but he's brought one hell of an impressive athlete to Mercury One Wrestling. Jay Ryan is impressive.
Oh, Eastman's a great judge of talent, Byron, by far. I mean, he goes out and he finds the biggest and the best. This guy is extremely impressive.
And yet he still dresses like that, kind of tragic.
No, he's rich, he's different, you don't understand.
Short forearms. Laying him into Kid Crazy. Short step one, send him into the corner. Crazy gets the boot up. Up he goes, mushroom stomp.
Wow. Kid Crazy coming from all angles in this match.
That was impressive, but not enough to get the 3 count though. They touted the aerial ability and he's done nothing to prove the pundits wrong. Kid Crazy going to work right now. Laying in the forearms right now, setting Jay Ryan up. I have to believe he's got some more aerial offense coming up, but Ryan cuts him off. There goes Crazy again.
Yeah, he's going to have to hit him with the kitchen sink to put him away for this one, Byron. I mean, this Texan can really take a lot of punishment.
Kid Crazy shoots him in. Lariat.
Didn't quite
Didn't have the
down.
desired effect. Ryan with the eye of the tiger. The second lariat takes him down though. Count of 2.
Wow, that was close, and the Texan looked a little stunned to be off his feet.
Texan still fighting back. You can't put this guy down.
Not without a sledgehammer.
No!
Or a kick to the head, that'll work too.
Almost a variation of a standing shining wizard. I almost thought he got him at the knee there, but that was the shin, and a count of 2 once again.
Oh yeah, this is just a big old boy from Texas. You're gonna have to hit him with everything you've got. And the Kid Crazy might be realizing that right now.
Scoops him up, doesn't get the slam. Kid Crazy ducked behind, goes for the lariat, nobody home, picks him up, backdrop driver.
And he folds him in half like an accordion. That was extremely impressive.
That is in no way helpful for the vertebrae. Kid Crazy has got to be a hurting unit right now.
Yeah, he's gonna need one of those special mattresses to sleep on tonight, I'll tell you that much.
He's gonna need the dog collar if this keeps up. Only a count of 2 though. He's showing a tremendous heart from this perpetual motion Texan. Now he slows it down. I didn't think this guy was capable of slowing it down, but he's got the rear chin lock. He's got the point of that knee right between the shoulder blades. He's wearing Kid Crazy down.
Boy, Byron has been working over his head for the majority of the match, and now he applies the chin lock, wearing him down some more, taking some air away from him. I mean, Kid Crazy might be seeing double or triple vision right now. We don't know.
Kid Crazy getting the motion, getting that feeling out, and firing up the crowd here at the watering hole. Shoots some short elbows in, trying to escape. 2 hands full of hair. That long hair not doing him a service. Probably gets him a date pretty well, but against Jay Ryan, it's a detriment. And another short knee drop. Once again, off the ropes. Oh!
Kick him in the head. I love it.
That was just a flat-out stomp. Nothing fancy.
That'll rattle the brains for a little bit. And now he's taunting him a little bit. Wasting a little time, Byron. I'm not sure that's the smartest maneuver.
Laying the bad mouth on Kid Crazy. Will it give Kid Crazy enough time to recover? Probably not in this position. High vertical suplex position, perfectly done.
Look at the strength on that, Byron. He held him there for a good 5 seconds.
Maximum impact on the vertical suplex. Tremendous maneuver from Jay Ryan.
Oh, this Texan is impressive as hell, Byron. I gotta think that it won't be long before he's a factor in the Mercury One title picture.
Without a doubt, this guy is an extremely impressive athlete, and he's under the tutelage of Joey Eastman. That can't be good for Mercury One fans and quite a few Mercury One wrestlers. Picks him up again for the suplex.
Oh.
Couldn't put the momentum. Small package from Casey, only a count of 2.
Wow, that was close.
Look at that.
And now he just headbutts him.
Just a charging headbutt. Shades of a junkyard dog. That's one guy I didn't think I'd have to channel for in reference to Jay Ryan, but he's doing very well for himself, that headbutt.
Well, you're going to see all kinds of things here in Mercury 1, Byron. Who knows what we're going to see for the rest of the night.
This kid is vicious as all hell. This kid's a player.
And he's got 9 kids at home he's got to feed.
That's a motivation as good as any, I guess. Kid Crazy ducks under the big boot. Let's not discount Kid Crazy as well. From a seated position, gets a short enziguri. Jay Ryan's caught in the corner. Whoa!
And that's a blow to the head of the Texan, Byron.
Charges into that drop kick.
Kid Crazy reversing the
Count of
tables
2.
here. Can you imagine if Jay Ryan goes home without the winner's share of the money and he can't buy food for his kids? He'll have to start picking their noses and eating boogers just to stay alive.
Thanks for that image. That's a hell of an uprising, by the way.
Hey, I call him like I see it.
Quit seeing it. Kid Crazy still at the advantage. Reversal from Jay Ryan. Sends him into the buckle. Nobody home. Look, he's quick. Kid Crazy is quick. High elevation springboard into the big forearm.
Kid Crazy coming from all angles in this match. He's coming off the turnbuckles at least 3 times.
His quickness has kept him in that match. Foot on the ropes. Jimmy Kennedy, perfect position to see that one.
And still not quite enough, Byron.
His quickness, his explosiveness, his ingenuity's kept him in that match, but it's been back and forth. It continues to be back and forth. Jawbreaker from Ryan.
Oh, both these guys have endured a lot of punishment, and sooner or later, one of them is just going to wear down to the point where they don't have any gas left in the tank.
This is one hell of a match. Short knee strikes into the forehead. Sits him up, powerbomb!
Well, that could do it, Byron.
That is probably it. Count of 2.
No.
He fights out of it.
Barely getting out of that pinning predicament.
Give the kid credit for his resiliency. He fought out of what I thought was a for sure finishing maneuver.
Oh, he's got guts, Byron, that's for sure.
Ryan setting him up though, shoots him in. Big lariat, nobody home. Oh! Out of nowhere, lightning quick enziguri.
And now the tables will turn, and what are we going to see here, Byron? Pile driver, maybe.
He's got to take full advantage of this. We might have a pile driver, we might have a power bomb, we might have something innovative.
Oh no, he's blocking it.
No.
Oh, this is bad for Kid Crazy. Oh, that's bad for Kid Crazy.
Massive spine buster. I think Kid Crazy's luck has run out.
Yeah, but the Texan is dazed. He's not quite himself.
He's not following up as quickly as he needs to, I think.
Oh, here we go.
This might be it. He's setting him up. He's calling his shot. One more powerbomb. No. Up and over. Schoolboy, he's got him. Count of 2, count of 3.
No way.
Wow.
No way. I can't believe that he got him
in the end, quickness and ingenuity, and Ryan's not taking it.
Those kids aren't getting any food tonight. Those poor 9 kids, they're going to have nothing in the cupboard. And Jay Ryan's pissed off, and he's going to take out his frustrations on Kid Crazy right now.
If I was going home to 9 kids, I'd be pissed off too. This guy is not letting Kid Crazy suffer through this. Joey Eastman on top of him.
And Joey Eastman's upset too.
Joey Eastman full of chocolate milk. He's sugared up and he's doing his damage. Jay Ryan apparently has had enough. He's proved his point. This was one hell of a contest, Angelo. Kid Crazy coming out the Duke out of nowhere, rolls him up for a quick, small package, quick schoolboy for the 3.
Well, Kid Crazy might have won the match, but looking at him right now, he doesn't look like much of a winner. He's flat on his back.
Absolutely not. Both these men, both these workers, both these performers are going to be major forces in Mercury 1 Wrestling here and beyond. A hell of a contest.
Kid Crazy. At this time, we will now take a 15-minute intermission.
There's no way any Cowboys
We've
beat
got
this.
3 big matches coming up in 15 minutes.
Skull Crusher, you made the most of your last chance. The second opportunity for you to win the Mercury One Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. It's you, Justin Dredd, and Shane Hills, three-way dance for the gold. Tell us how you're going to get it done, big man.
Well, let me tell you a little something about Shane Hills. I beat that punk in Green Bay. I beat that punk in Appleton. I beat that punk in his bedroom when he was 7 years old. And Justin Dredd, are you kidding me? You think I'm scared of that little skinny punk? Well, let me tell you something. I've been the champion before, and it ain't going to stop now. I'm going to be the champion again tonight, and this time, when I let it go, is when I decide to retire, because I am the Skull Crusher, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it.
Let's get back up to the ring for more action.
Our referee for this first match in the second half, Ragin' Rich.
Bow down to Prince Adegbo.
Tag team action here at the watering hole.
About to come down the aisle, the ruler of Comoros, Adi Agbo. He is accompanied by his tag team partner, Rough Rider Rashan.
Accompanied by his flower girl, Adi Agbo himself, the Nubian warrior, making his way to the ring.
Byron,
Yeah.
what's a Nubian?
I'll tell you what, go to Wikipedia, start with brand Nubian, and work from there.
Okay. But they walk on rose petals like royalty does. She wasn't doing her job properly.
Are you 100% sure that Rob Norwood, Adi Agbo is royalty?
Why would he lie about something like that? You think, like he has time to sit around making things up, Byron. Of course it's the truth. You're just jealous.
You'd think he'd had too much time on his hands or something, but apparently there is some lineage to the Kingdom of Comoros, and Rough Rider Rashan, his Secretary of Defense of whatever consequence that is.
Well, he's got a very high position in the cabinet. He's a very important individual.
From St. Paul,
He's
Minnesota,
important, dog.
and Chicago, Illinois. They are the tag team of Ryan Cruz and the anarchist Eric Cannon.
Angelo, just like our last big match, this will be power versus agility. This will be size and brute force versus wrestling knowledge as the tag team of Eric Cannon, the anarchist Eric Cannon, and Ryan Cruz makes their way to the ring to take on the big man.
Oh yeah, it's another strength versus speed matchup, and those can be very, very entertaining for the fans and us, Byron. I like it.
The
Where are they going?
anarchist and Ryan Cruz are all over the watering hole trying to get some love.
They're so dumb they don't even know where the entrance is.
So many kids.
Unbelievable.
They know where the entrance is. They know where the ring is. They just want to feel some love from the fans here in Green Bay.
Why?
Why not?
Why?
I'll get back to you. But apparently they like it, and how can you blame them? They're feeding off the enthusiasm of this crowd. Ryan Cruz, the anarchist, Eric Cannon, with that pomade mohawk, making their way down to the ring. The credentials of Eric Cannon have been spoken about time and time again here. Former IWA Mid-South Heavyweight Champion, Shakira Pro Wrestling. I keep calling it Shakira Pro. I owe Quackenbush a buck for that. But he's been all over the world. He's been to Europe. Ryan Cruz, an up-and-comer. But if they're looking for international flavor, they'll find it here in the Kingdom of Comoros.
Well, with Eric Cannon's mohawk and the newcomer's mohawk that we saw earlier tonight, head for head, Mercury One has the most mohawks in the independent wrestling circuit.
And Ryan Cruz sporting that Ronnie James Dio too.
Well, he's not quite as bald as Ronnie James Dio, but yeah, I can see the resemblance.
A little taller too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, this crowd is all over the African Warriors, a USA chant being exacerbated by Cannon and Cruz.
Well, you know, this country is really rough on foreigners, Byron. Of course, they're going to start a USA chant.
Ragin' Rich asserting his authority inside the ring, trying to keep Adi Agbo and the Rough Rider back.
Well, that's what his job is. I mean, He's got to check the boots, keep everybody in line before this starts. He's doing a good job. Nice job.
And I'm proud of him.
The nice young man. Leave him alone.
Apparently he's got some sort of substance on him. I don't know if that came from him himself or one of the two wrestlers he's checking, but he is taking full authority, checking the boots, checking the tights.
Well, Ryan Cruz does look pretty greasy. I don't know, maybe some of that hair gel wear it off on him.
That's just enthusiasm and babyface fire.
Oh, come on.
Ryan Cruz getting some love and showing some love right back to the crowd here at the watering hole. Rough Rider Rashawn, we saw these two hook up in singles action in Rockwood last month. I'll tell you what, Ryan Cruz decided he had something to prove to the Kingdom of Comoros, so he brought Eric Cannon back as his tag team partner. Whoa!
Whoa, devastating maneuver by Rough Rider.
That patented spin wheel kick, we see it time and time again from this big man. And now a blatant choke right in the center of the ring.
And he's so much lighter on his feet than you would think for a man his size. It's really, really deceptive, Byron.
We've seen Rough Rider take it to wrestlers in the watering hole all across the Midwest for several years now. He never ceases to amaze with his agility, his quickness, and his innovation. This crowd is all over Adiagbo.
That's because these people are anti every other country on the planet except for ours. I hate people that can't expand their horizons. They just anger me.
Are you saying they're ethnocentric?
No, they're just, they only care about themselves.
Oh. Clarification from Angelo Stefano.
Well, that's what I'm here for, Byron.
Adiagbo, the big man in the ring, 275. Sends the boot to the midsection. The former Rob Norwood, the former Pimp Daddy, now the leader of the Kingdom of Comoros, stands about 6'3", 6'4". Making short work of Ryan Cruz, vertical suplex in position, holding him there. Letting the blood drain down to the head, disorienting him, and then slamming him down. You don't see it any more textbook than that on a count of two.
You know what the #1 export from Comoros is?
What would that be?
Monkeys.
Monkeys?
Yeah, that's where we get all the monkeys for the zoo from Comoros. That's their #1 export.
I'm guessing they have a bumper crop.
Oh no, they just shake the tree, then they fall out, they put them in the zoo. I'm very world traveled, Byron. Didn't you know that?
You're a virtual Rand McNally's. I'll tell you what, double team maneuvers while Raging Rich is way out of position as Adiagbo and Rough Rider, the Secretary of Defense, going to work on Ryan Cruz. Ryan Cruz fighting back, but quickly cut off. Basic, simple thumb to the eye from Adiagbo.
I'm going to tell him call Norwood.
Well, what can he do? It's still on this driver's license.
He'll get mad.
Don't tell him nothing. I don't need him mad at me. I've had him mad at me before. Oh!
Look at him go to work on this punk.
Crossing up Ryan Cruz, a series of Hangman's neck breakers, and then the third, a little Rochambeau action, mule kick, right into the RC Colas of Ryan Cruz.
I saw nothing wrong with that maneuver at all. A king has to teach these peasants how to act, no matter what.
Not exactly a very dignified maneuver, but it was effective nonetheless. This crowd is all over Norwood. They're all over Rough Rider Rashawn. Ryan Cruz doing his best to fire back. Normally you wouldn't think an anarchist would be leading the crowd in a politically motivated chant.
Well, I thought anarchy means that you hate everything and everybody and you want total chaos, but yet these people cheer for him instead of royalty. These people are insane.
Look at that series of maneuvers from Rough Rider Rashawn. Drives him in, reverses time of drop. Now a Northern Light suplex. Incredibly impressive chain wrestling from Rough Rider Rashawn. He surprises us every time out, Angelo.
Oh yeah, and they're keeping Ryan Cruz in the ring. We have yet to see the Anarchist, and that's a great strategy. The Anarchist is very talented, and these two guys, this royal pair from Comoros, brilliant strategy, and it's working so far.
Desperation boot from Ryan Cruz, shoots in a short elbow, up he goes, moonsault! Pulled that one out of nowhere, sends Rough Rider Rashawn down, but he's got a long ways to go before he can make that tag.
Oh, that's going to change the tide here, but he's got to crawl over Rashawn to get to his partner. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it.
He's got to climb a mountain. Look out for Adiagbo.
Here comes the king.
Cuts off Eric Cannon, and now 2-on-1. Raging Rich has got to gain control of this before the Kingdom of Comoros decimates Ryan Cruz.
Nice job, Your Majesty.
What, are you looking for a cabinet spot?
He's a king. He's powerful.
Kissing up.
That's how you get places in this world, Byron. It's who you know, and I know a lot of people.
Yeah, so I'm told. I got a guy who tells me that every night.
Be nice to the king, Byron.
All right. Basic, simple boot to the rib cage. Another one from Adiagbo. And a third. That one is more toward the sternum.
You know, I wonder how much RC Cola is paying Ryan Cruz to advertise on his tights.
That's about the best publicity I've seen them get in about 10 years. Who drinks RC Cola?
Oh, I did a few years ago.
It was a pretty bad mixer, wasn't it?
No comment.
Thank you. And now, about 280, 285 pounds, Rough Rider Rashawn bending Ryan Cruz on that mat. He's got all that weight down on the small of the back and just bending him back. Lost patience, though, and that's been a bugaboo. That's been a detriment to Rough Rider Rashawn. He loses patience and loses focus very easily.
Well, not this time. He's got the king at his side. He looks more focused than ever, I think. That's what a king does. They lead by example, and he's praying. They're very, by the way, they're very religious, Byron.
Apparently so.
But they don't believe in the God like most people. They believe in Allah.
Whoa! Sorry to cut you off on your theology lecture, but nobody home on a big boot, so we got to see that one again real quick.
Oh, that was a high-risk maneuver that didn't pay off, and now maybe, finally, Ryan Cruz can get the tag cannon in this match. 285
pounds would have ended that one. Ryan Cruz in the wrong corner. He's got a ways to go. Cannon is chomping at the bit. He can't wait to get in there, but Ryan Cruz has to fight his way in, and Adiagbo looking for the tag as well, and he goes, he got it.
Oh, here we go. Business is going to pick up now.
The anarchist, Eric Cannon, his fighting chop for the belt right here in the watering hole. We saw him at the early stages of his career. He's a veteran now, and he's taking it to both members of the Kingdom of Comoros. Beautiful step up Enziguri there. Spinning Enziguri.
Well, we got a couple of whirling dervishes in the ring right now, Byron. They got the royalty pair rocking.
Those kids are the tornadoes, and Adiagbo Rashawn are the trailer parks. Double team!
Oh!
Going down low, both sides of the head with a drop kick. Compression there.
You know what's more devastating than 2 feet to the head?
What's that?
4 feet to the head.
You are a brilliant color analyst.
That's what I get paid for, Byron.
Thank you. I hope someday I could be as learned. Double elbow smash, double team maneuvers being implemented by Cannon Cruz. Sets him up, gonna put him down with that leg drop. Extra power and weight behind that one.
Double cover here. He might not get out. Well, he's an anarchist.
Got out.
He's an anarchist. He can do whatever he wants.
Why did Raging Rich let that happen?
Well, Raging Rich is a little lax on the rules. We all know that.
He's a little bit out there, but God bless him.
Oh, here we go, Byron.
Setting him up.
This doesn't look good for
corner.
This doesn't look good for the royal pair.
The watering hole crowd here showing off their mass skills. A couple of 10 counts. Big right hands to the sides of the head of Adiagbo and Rashawn. Set him up for the train wreck.
Oh!
Misdirection. Cannon's out of there.
Oh no!
Look out. Cruz, Adiagbo, set him up. Spike DDT.
This cruise is over.
The kingdom has overcome.
Thanks for playing.
Reigning victorious. Ding fries are done. No suit for you, whatever you want to call it. Adiagbo and Rashawn, they weren't too impressive in the Battle Royal tonight, but in tag team action, they're a major force in Mercury One Wrestling.
Oh, absolutely, Byron. I mean, not only are they royalty, but they're big, strong men. They've been around a while. They know what's going on. And we know how much success in the past Adiagbo's had in tag team wrestling. And this just does not surprise me at all. This happened exactly the way I thought it would.
2 ring veterans showing off their chops here against stiff competition in Eric Cannon and Ryan Cruz. I do believe if we've got tag team titles on the way here in Mercury One Wrestling, that these 2 men, Adiagbo and Rough Rider Rashawn, along with their other tag team partner, who's a back in Comoros, as I understand, Xavier Mustafa, they will be a force. They will maintain themselves as a force in Mercury One.
The same wrestling school that trained WWE's own Mr. Kennedy.
Shane Hills, the die is cast. You know what you're up against. Tonight, for the Mercury One Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, it's a three-way dance. It's yourself, it's Justin Dredd, and the big man you know very well, the Skull Crusher. Let us know how you're going to get it done.
Well, Byron, this is what I chase right here. The Mercury One Heavyweight Championship. Justin Dredd is just a little stump in the road. Skull Crusher is a big stump in the road, but I guarantee you, mark it down, Shane Hills will be leaving tonight the Mercury One champion, and that's all I have to tell you.
We'll get back to ringside with more action.
At this time, our next contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Your referee, James Kennedy. About to come down the aisle, weighing in at 245 pounds, from Sacramento, California, Jay Cash.
The big man from Sacktown, Dojo of Pain graduate Jay Cash, former NW Wisconsin heavyweight champion, slowly establishing himself as a force here in Mercury One Wrestling.
Oh, he's got something to say, Byron.
He wants to talk.
He's looking for a microphone.
I assume we have one for him.
We have some, hold on. We have some people that obviously aren't from Green Bay because they know who to cheer for right here.
Well, that was important.
Our lives are a little richer after that one.
That was very in-depth, I believe.
Jay Cash. He does his talking in the ring a little bit better than he does on the microphone.
Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
Fond du Lac.
Weighing in at 238 pounds, Brandon Hayes.
Longtime veteran of Wisconsin wrestling scene, Brandon Hayes, trying to make a mainstay of himself here in Mercury One Wrestling. We remember some shows he's been on.
Well, there's only two kinds of people that come from Fond du Lac, Byron.
Dare I ask?
Stupid people and fat chicks. It's a
I'm trying hard to argue with you. I can't come up with a reasonable argument.
It's documented.
Wait a minute, there he is. He's coming out the other side of the watering hole. He's going for the crowd.
Like I said, he's stupid. He's from Fond du Lac. He doesn't know where the ring entrance is.
What do you think he was up to?
Well, he's probably looking for a free beer from someone.
Knowing Brandon Hayes, that's possible. But I'll tell you what, he's kind of a dark, crazy character as it is. You never get a straight answer from Brandon Hayes. He's involved in some strange stuff.
Well, it's like I said, only two things come from Fond du Lac: stupid people and fat chicks. Obviously, he's not a fat chick, so he's got to be a stupid person.
This is not an IQ test. We're not taking the ACTs here. This is a wrestling match, and already they're toe-to-toe, changing left hands. Jay Cash, Brandon Hayes, one-on-one, Mercury One Wrestling. This is full circle, and Jay Cash takes control.
Well, we know, but Jay Cash isn't above taking the rules into his own adaptation, Byron.
Nobody home, another one, back elbow, nobody home. Six in it, no, he doesn't get the knee lift. Small package rolls him up that flying cradle.
And another one.
There's a small package, count of two.
Brandon Hayes showing some technical ability here early on.
Oh, time for chops.
Obviously.
Left arm lariat. Rocks Jay Cash, sends him back into the rope. Brandon Hayes beats him, shoots him in. Irish whip, big. One more time, that left arm lariat. Two.
Not quite enough. Brandon Hayes on fire to start this matchup. But Jay Cash just changed things up a little bit, Byron.
Short jawbreaker. Gets a momentary advantage. There's a lariat. That one coming from the other side from Jay Cash.
And the crowd's kind of getting behind him a little bit here.
Shades of double A, that big spine buster, count of two. This crowd is into it here at the watering hole. It's great to have this crowd. It's great to have all these people back at the watering hole. It's our pleasure to be here. I'm Matt Byron, you're Angelo Stefano, and this is Mercury One Wrestling.
And a great crowd it is. Didn't they each pay $100 a ticket just to get in here?
Maybe not so much.
Well, that's what I was charging.
How many takers you get?
Enough.
Count of two. Does that mean you'll finally take me out to dinner?
Maybe, we'll see.
I mean, not that I mind your mom's cooking, because it's always fun going over there. Anyway.
Oh, there you go. Right to the gutter.
Jay Cash cuts off Brandon Hayes. Quick eye rake, quick snap mare. Got that reverse chin lock. You see the placement of that knee on that chin lock right between the shoulder blades. You're disoriented and you're immobilized. You can't spin around. There's only so far you can reach, so far you can exert yourself. And now he's changed into variation of a sleeping hold, it looks like.
Yeah, and for a little bit of the other half of the crowd was getting behind Brandon Hayes. I think the crowd's kind of divided on which one to follow or cheer for in this match.
Maybe so. Still to come tonight, Angelo. Our main event, big three-way dance. We're going to determine a brand new Mercury One Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. The winner of tonight's Battle Royal, the Skull Crusher, takes on two other men. The #1 contender, Justin Dredd. He got his spot for winning the three-way dance in Rockwood last month against Corbin and Cannon, and Shane Hills, who got his spot in Fond du Lac by beating the Skull Crusher.
Well, that's going to be a fantastic one. That's a little bit off in the future for right now because this matchup isn't over. J-Cash with the advantage, but Brandon Hayes fighting back.
Brandon Hayes signals short elbows in, breaking that chin lock, two hands full of hair. J-Cash taking advantage of the drapery, the lettuce, if you will, of Brandon Hayes.
And J-Cash looks like he's been acquiring cash. Look at his new threats.
He's styling.
He is.
I dare say pimping. J-Cash up top, Brandon Hayes staggers in, and scroll discomfort suffered by J-Cash.
Yeah, he won't be selling the family jewels for a while, that's for sure.
He's got enough of a family, trust me. Brandon Hayes is up there, superplex!
Wow,
beautifully
big
executed.
Impact on the lower back of J-Cash. That's going to turn the tide. This one might be over.
He's got all that one. Count of two.
And only two, Byron. Brandon Hayes doesn't know what he has to do to put J-Cash away.
He's got to follow it up. Six at the elbow.
Shades
right
of
in the
Tully
sternum.
Blanchard.
Count of two.
J-Cash resilient, if anything else, Byron.
J-Cash he's earned his chops. He's been in the business about 5-6 years now. He's learning. It's still an ongoing process, but he's taking full advantage of Brandon Hayes right now. With the hot shot maneuver, sends him over that lariat.
Yeah, now he's on the outside of the ring, and let's see if Cash goes after him, and it looks like he will. This could be dangerous. These men can get counted out here.
J-Cash is going to do some further damage on the outside of the ring as Jimmy Kennedy lays the count in. Forearm to the back. Gonna shoot him into that apron. Yes, he does. Small of the back.
Yeah, J-Cash obviously now has targeted the lower back as the weak point on Brandon Hayes, and he's going to take full effect.
Whips him into that steel post. No reversal. J-Cash meets that steel post sternum first with a lot of momentum.
Oh, where's Hayes going?
Look out for Brandon Hayes.
Where is he going?
He's way up there. Brandon Hayes is no cruiserweight, but look out for him.
And Cash doesn't see him. He doesn't have a clue.
Oh! Just pounces on J-Cash.
He was a good 9 feet above J-Cash coming off that second rope down to the outside. And Cash is really, really now.
And that's 235 pounds. He didn't spin, he didn't flip, but that's still a lot of weight coming down on the man. And J-Cash is stunned on the outside of that ring.
Oh, to say the least, he doesn't know where he is right now.
Laying the count in. Brandon Hayes apparently not willing to wait for the count. He goes after Cash on the outside. Cash cut him off. Got a chair.
He's got a chair, Byron.
He got to put down that chair.
Oh, that might be it.
Yeah, that's a DQ.
Yeah, that's absolutely a disqualification. J-Cash's temper getting the best of him. Not a smart maneuver at all.
J-Cash losing patience and paying for it.
The winner
Wow.
of the contest, Brandon Hayes.
I've never seen J-Cash just lose his temper like that. What was he thinking?
He must have been extremely frustrated by Brandon Hayes. He gave J-Cash all he's worth, but look out! Brandon Hayes is not done!
Oh, this ain't over yet, Byron.
They're brawling on the outside. They're brawling toward the Merctron. Sending J-Cash through the entrance. Brandon Hayes made his point.
I don't think they'll be sharing a beer later on tonight, if you know what I mean.
Likely not. Still to come tonight, Angelo. The big main event. Three-way dance for the gold. Mercury One Heavyweight Championship will be decided. Shane Hills, Skull Crusher, Justin Dredd. It's coming right up. Justin Dredd, you defied the odds and you became the #1 contender to the Mercury One Wrestling Heavyweight Championship in the three-way dance with Corbin and Cannon. Tonight it's one more three-way dance, and the next step is the title. It's you, Skull Crusher, and Shane Hills for the gold tonight. Tell us about it.
You know what, Rockwood, everyone thought, oh, Justin Dredd, he's nothing. You know what? I proved everyone wrong. I beat Eric Cannon and Darren Corbin. You know what? Everyone thinks, oh, Justin Dredd, Shane Hills, Skull Crusher, is going to walk all over him. You know what? Not tonight. Justin Dredd is going to do whatever it takes to come out on top.
The three-way dance is coming up for the gold. Justin Dredd, Shane Hills, the Skull Crusher for this, the Mercury One Wrestling Heavyweight Championship that's coming up.
At this time, it is now time for our main event. Your referee, senior official, Jason Doreen. This contest is a three-way dance scheduled for one fall. First pin wins. It has a 30-minute time limit, and it is for the Mercury One Championship. About to come down the aisle from West Bend, Wisconsin. He is the master of the 450-degree splash. He is Justin Dredd.
The man designated the #1 contender to the Mercury One Wrestling Heavyweight title. He earned that in a three-way dance in Rockwood, beating Eric Cannon, the Anarchist, and Darren Corbin. Justin Dredd, he's got a tall order ahead of him, but he's in the main event here at Full Circle. Mercury One Wrestling, the gold is on the line, and Justin Dredd is ready for all comers.
Yeah, but in a match where you're going against Skull Crusher and Hillbilly Hills, he's got to be considered the underdog in this contest, Byron.
But Angelo, we've seen what quickness, we've seen what ingenuity gets you tonight. You saw what Kid Crazy did to Jay Ryan.
Oh, I'm not saying he can't win. I'm just saying it's going to be hard.
You're probably right. I know you're right.
Weighing in at 282 pounds from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Skull Crusher.
He is the former Mercury One Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. He lost that belt to Ego Fantastico. Robert Anthony is now part of Deep South Wrestling. He's part of the WWE developmental system. But I'll tell you what, the Skull Crusher, you can't hold this monster of a man back. He wants his gold back, and if he has to go through two men to get it, I have no doubts that he's capable of doing that, Angelo.
Oh, I think he's the favorite in this match. He's had the gold before. He knows what it takes to get there, and he's just a bad man the way it is. It won't surprise me at all to see him win this.
Very likely the most vicious man in Mercury One Wrestling. He's got the goods, he's got the build, he's got the size, 280 pounds. Skull Crusher means business.
Oh, absolutely. But you know what? When Hillbilly Hills comes out here, this crowd's going to get really behind him. He's going to be the crowd favorite for sure, Byron.
And how did Shane Hills get this spot? How did he get this shot? He beat that big man. He beat the Skull Crusher in Fond du Lac. We've known him as the Hillbilly. He's Shane Hills. He's got a brand new outfit. He's got a brand new fashion sense. But you know what? He's still the same rough, tough brawler. He's a graduate of the Dojo of Pain. And he is looking for his first singles gold here in Mercury One Wrestling, Angelo.
Yeah, he's dropped a lot of weight, and he's leaner. I don't know about meaner, but he's definitely leaner and quicker, adding a whole new repertoire to his arsenal. I don't like the man personally, but I'm impressed with him. And this is going to be one hell of a match. I'm looking forward to it, Byron.
We've seen a whole new dynamic from Shane Hills recently. He's been doing a lot more aerial maneuvers. He's dropped the weight accordingly. He's down to about 255 pounds. Still big enough to brawl with the Skull Crusher, but he might be able to go toe-to-toe with Justin Dredd as far as chain wrestling and aerial maneuvers as well.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect. You know, Justin Dredd's going to try to take this thing to the air. Skull Crusher's going to try to take it to the mat, and I don't know what exactly we're going to get from Hillbilly Hills.
Oh, the three-way dance. There's so many dynamics, so many things at play. Jason Doreen's got to keep his eyes on the prize on this one because look at that.
Oh.
Hills and Dredd already colluding.
Oh, yeah, a little corroboration there on their part. It looks like they view the Skull Crusher as the biggest threat in this match, and maybe they want to take him out.
But then again, you never know. Shane Hills might be setting up Justin Dredd.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't trust Shane as far as I could throw him, that's for sure.
Hills and Dredd, they're cornering the Skull Crusher. He charges out, double lariat, nobody home. Right hand, Kick to the midsection. Look at that.
Yeah, they're definitely teaming up, Byron. They had a plan all along.
And they executed it to fruition. Blows to the side of the head and the rib cage from Hills and Dread. Double Irish whip. They made him a couple of kicks. Takes him up. No, they can't get him up for the double suplex. Not the first time anyway. Skull Crusher, too big, too powerful.
Oh, he's a big, big man to try to get over for a double suplex, Byron.
They're trying to chop down that tree right now with those forearms. They shoot him in one more time. There's those double boots. This time they might have him.
There he goes.
Up and over.
Timber.
Count him. Dread was the first man on top of Skull Crusher. That wasn't nearly enough to get the pin just yet.
No, but it was alert. He's on top of his game, Byron. He knows he's the underdog. He's got to do all he can to walk away with the victory.
And it might be the smart wrestler as opposed to the big wrestler or the fast wrestler that takes this one.
Oh, absolutely. It's better to be smart than tough sometimes.
Double Irish whip from Hills and Dread. Skull Crusher's rocking. He meets double elbows in the middle of the ring. Now Shane Hill's going for the cover. I think Justin Dread was trying to break it, but it wasn't necessary. Only a count of 2.
Oh, you're not going to keep Skull Crusher down with that. Not this early in the match.
Oh!
Double team maneuver.
Series of leg drops. They're hitting Skull Crusher from all angles. Apparently they decided this giant is a threat. I believe first pinfall wins this. Am I right, Angelo?
Absolutely, you're correct. First pinfall wins, but if you take the baddest man out of the equation, your chances of winning are just that much better.
We're already starting to see signs of discord between Hills and Dread, pulling one another off and going for that pin attempt.
Oh, you can't trust a hillbilly. Didn't you ever see Deliverance?
He's not dressed like a hillbilly. Look at him. He's out of the overalls.
Oh, he must have sold a couple sheep and some goats to buy some new threads.
He washed the poop off.
Yeah.
Oh! Good Lord!
Double spear.
We need to see that again. He almost broke Hills and Dread in half simultaneously.
I think he did break Dread in half.
Count. Wow.
That was impressive.
Skull Crusher on the attack. Sends Hills out, and this is exactly what the Skull Crusher needs to do. Take full advantage of the little man, the smaller man, the cruiserweight, and Justin Dread. Almost caved in his chest.
I think he went right through him on that one, Byron.
Big kick to the mutt, to the jaw. Big forearm.
Justin Dread will not survive much more of this, I guarantee you.
Justin Dread being rocked. Out goes Shane Hills. Watch this big man work.
This might be over really quick, Byron, because there's no way Justin Dread's going toe-to-toe with the Skull Crusher.
To the midsection. Look at the size of the hands. Time for chop. Resonating across the watering hole.
Wow. This one's going to be over really quick.
Takes him up. Takes him up. Spins him around and around. Suplex masterfully done. Maximum impact.
Oh, I was getting dizzy just looking at that, Byron. And Hillbilly Hill's finally able to break it up.
Shane Hills makes the save.
Justin Dread is in a world of hurt.
Hills leaped upon Dread. He needs to do that. Skull Crusher is able to make the save the title though.
Oh,
wow!
Yeah, Hillbilly was trying to pick the bones of Justin Dread right there, Byron. Dread firing back, but no way that's working on the Skull Crusher.
This crowd's getting behind Justin Dread, getting behind the underdog. He's throwing those forearms. He's got Skull Crusher stunned, but not for long. Oh, just an old man slap.
Just a bitch slap.
Dear God, Skull Crusher is a force. Shane Hills laying the chops in. Shane Hills can do damage. We've seen him beat the Skull Crusher before.
Skull Crusher just wrecking havoc in that ring, Byron. He's laying both these guys out.
To the midsection.
Maybe Justin Dread's wishing right now he didn't win that contest in Rockwood.
Hills and Dread have plan Bs they might want to go to it right about now.
I would.
Skull Crusher is dominant.
My plan B would be to get the hell out of there and go grab a beer.
Don't mind if I do. And I'm not even in there. It hurts watching this. Right to the small of the back. Just a basic field goal kick.
Wow. Justin Dread really taking some punishment here, Byron.
The cruiserweight.
Oh, it's over. He's going to finish him
off. A little under
Byron.
200. We might see that big powerbomb here. If we get that, it is all over. Dread's fighting. Dread's fighting. Dread's climbing the mountain, and over he goes.
Oh, he might have a Byron. It's going to be upset.
No.
Oh, man. That was his chance, Byron.
Sinks that kick in, putting everything behind it. There's the forearm from Justin Dread. Hillbilly Hills is still rocked, finally rejoining this contest. I think they're back to the original plan. They're going to chop down the tree. They're both going to work on the Skull Crusher.
Well, after the Skull Crusher dished out a good 5 minutes of punishment to both, they have to team up on
Look at
him.
that. Wow.
Oh.
That didn't go according to plan.
No, that didn't. That backfired just a little bit.
Everyone got hurt by the Skull Crusher. You know what, Angelo? This might be his time. This is the Skull Crusher's time.
He was the first champion. He might as well be the next champion.
It's a good likelihood. He sends Hillbilly in. Justin Dredd in no position to do anything about this. Look!
Oh, it's up from 45, and it's got the distance. It is good.
Charging in like a rhino. Only Rhino can't kick like that.
I don't think so.
That size 15 boot of the Skull Crusher being put to good use. Justin Dredd is able to crawl on top of Skull Crusher. Justin Dredd at the advantage right now. Got to give him credit for his resilience. This underdog may yet take it.
Like I said, he's got a puncher's chance, Byron, and he's got Hills one-on-one in the ring. If he can do something with them and walk out of here the champion.
He's been rejoining those forearms, and he's had impact with those. Up and over. Dredd lands on his feet. He stuns the Hillbilly with the gut block. Up he goes. There's a mushroom stomp springboard.
Well, he is quick as hell. I'll give him that, Byron.
Seated drop kick.
And he's got a chance. He's got to cover him now.
Bent Shane Hills back. Count of one, count of two. There's the Skull Crusher.
Yeah, Skull Crusher just kind of baiting his time. He got in there to break it up. Maybe Hills would have gotten out of it. He probably would have. But still, Justin Dredd's taking the advantage right here.
Series of kicks. Dredd's got to take advantage of that quickness, maneuverability. He sends Skull Crusher back down. Now's his time to shine. Well, that's enough shining.
Well,
Shane Hills turned him inside out.
He might not be walking ever again either after that. Wow.
My God, we're seeing what power does. The power of Hills, the power of Skull Crusher. Justin Dredd's a cut.
What in the world is...
Look at Shane Hills.
You gotta be kidding me. It's over, new champion.
Turns around that leg drop.
Oh, he had him, Byron. He had him. That was a 3 count. Skull Crusher barely got in there to break that up.
I was so stunned by the head, I didn't know what they called. Why? Shane Hills with aerial offense, that's 255 pounds.
Just when you think you've seen it all, you see something new.
Now Hills and Skull Crusher are working together. This is bad, bad news for Justin Dredd. I believe it's time for chops.
Can you even call those chops? It's like getting hit with a baseball bat.
You know what? I wouldn't want to be Justin Dredd's sternum. Can you top this?
I don't think we're far enough away from these guys right now. That almost started to hurt me.
Just looking at it, they bring Justin Dredd. Wow!
You got to be kidding me! A reverse
the
double.
maneuverability of that double tornado DDT.
Where did he pull that out of? Unbelievable!
He's got to take advantage. He's got to take advantage right now.
I think we might see all 3 guys kind of running out of gas here. Who's going to have enough left in the tank?
All 3 of these men have accustomed themselves. They have accounted for themselves as warriors, Angelo. All 3 of these men can lay a claim to being Mercury One's finest.
Oh, yeah, they're earning my respect, I'll tell you that much.
He takes him over, yes, he does. Frankensteiner, that Hurricane Rana. Skull Crusher beats him in the midsection.
Uh-oh.
Sends him off his feet. This is the end, I think. He fights his way off. The Hurricane Rana from Dredd as well.
Well, Dredd has these guys scouted. He knows the counters to their big power moves. It's working right now for him.
Just when I think the kid's out of gas, he comes back. We have to give mad props and respect to Justin Dredd. He fought like a warrior.
It's not over yet, Byron. Down goes Hills, and Dredd's looking to go up top.
He wants a 450. The crowd here at the watering hole wants a 450.
But Skull Crusher's on his feet. Watch out.
This might be enough. He caught him with the knees and the sternum on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if he hit it totally. And it doesn't matter because Skull Crusher breaks it up anyway.
Skull Crusher's there to make the save. I think Justin Dredd might have caught himself off guard on that one. He might have jarred himself.
Oh, I think he did. I think you're right, Byron.
Discus Lariat from the Skull Crusher.
Down goes Hills, and he works his way over to Dredd.
Headbutt. He's turning it up to 10. Skull Crusher is at his most vicious right now. He smells blood.
Yeah, he's dangerous when he's got another
open
bitch
hand slap.
That's just a bitch slap, Byron.
That's like getting hit with a right hand from Tyson as far as I'm concerned.
Oh no, now we got
he set up for
cluster.
Superplex. Hills is underneath. This is going to be devastating for a lot of people.
Wow. Unbelievable.
combines
Hills
the
covers
superplex
Dredd.
and the power bomb on top of Dredd. He got him.
He got him, Hillbilly Hills. It's the third champion in Mercury 1.
The right time, the right place, the right maneuver. Shane Hills has his first singles gold in Mercury 1 Wrestling. Your new Mercury 1 Wrestling heavyweight champion, Shane Hills, capitalized, and he is the man.
For over a year, he's been trying to get that heavyweight title to no avail. Tonight, he had his chance against two tough competitors, and he took advantage of it. I don't like the man, but I'll give him a little bit of credit. He sure pulled this one off.
Shedding the chains of culture shock, his tag team partner Rob Norwood, Shane Hills has singles gold here in Mercury 1 Wrestling. He is firmly established as a force in the wrestling world. Justin Dredd, the Skull Crusher, looking on, but there's nothing he can do about it. The man from Reedsville, the graduate of the Dojo of Pain. We knew him as the Hillbilly. He's Shane Hills, and he is styling with the gold here in Mercury 1 Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, Shane Hills, your new champion. Thank you for purchasing this DVD. Mercury 1 Wrestling Full Circle. It's January 26, 2007. Thank you for bringing us into your living room. My name is Matt Barton along with Angelo Stefano. We'll see you at the matches.
Don't forget, Mercury 1 Wrestling in Forest Junction in 2 weeks. And right back here at the Watering Hole on Saturday, March 3rd. And the Big Apple on Friday, March 2nd.
Three, two, dude, I hate to say this, but the Chargers choked. Patriots all the way, and then they get stopped by the Colts. Were you sad?
You know what, Byron? You're happy that I'm in pain? Well, I want you to be in pain. I want your hair to fall out. I want you to get crabs and then try to hit them with a hammer and hit yourself in the gonads, and then they turn blue and they never go back to their original color. And then I want you to have children, and I want to stomp on their heads and rip their hearts out so you can feel the pain that I felt.
Oh, he's mad. He's so mad.
Was that the Chargers? That's football joke. You were stomping your foot like a 15-year-old.